The one animal she still struggles with a lot is chickens. And at this point, it's only really one specific chicken.
Abby, no, no!
How are you doing, buddy? Hello, Abby Dabby Doo. What do we do? What do we do? Yes, we do. Sit. Good girl. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get your petting because you're such a good girl. So everybody's been wondering, how's Abby been doing? How's her training been coming? And is she gonna ever make it as a livestock guardian dog? So I figured I'd do another update there today. Come on, Abs, I need your help. That's right, we're moving the chickens again today. You know, overall, Abby's doing really well with learning on how to work with the birds. The one animal she still struggles with a lot is chickens. And at this point, it's only really one specific chicken. Yeah, I'm serious. Like, Abby loves all of the animals, maybe a little bit too playful with them, but overall she's good with them. But there's this one white chicken we have. Abby, no. You guys remember Dottie the chicken? She was the mama who hatched out some chicks that got eaten by the skunk. Her sister Blanche was the one that was killed by Abby. Yeah, that Dottie. Well, for whatever reason, it seems like Abby has it in for her.
Abby, no, no! No! No!
Uh-oh, Abby, it looks like we got a problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
I hate that this happens. Annabelle, what are you doing out? You got out again last night. What happened here? I need you to get up. I'm using this area for the chickens today. For whatever reason, Annabelle seems to always sneak out lately. I'm pretty sure it's because I'm using this thin wiring. Disconnect that. Yeah, this thinner stuff. But luckily, this is the last day. I kept them in this paddock for an extra day just because I wanted to really hammer it.
Stop! Hammer time!
Annabelle, I'm gonna have to get you back in. I should probably do that before I move the chickens. And then, of course, I still have the little ones who love to sneak out.
Before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed, or worse, expelled.
I just worry the pressure they're gonna put on my trees. All right, let's fence them back in. A little two bull calves are butting heads. I still haven't castrated them. I'm actually getting a lot of interest, particularly in Jimi Hendrix, given his rapid growth, his personality, and his coloring. I think somebody actually might want to buy him as a bull calf. You know what, I'll put him up for sale on our website. Maybe there's somebody out there who wants to buy him. It's not gonna be cheap though, just so you know. Yeah, Annabelle, this is gonna be for you. Come on, sweetie, up you go. Lock this in place. Okay, see, so now I've built like a little containment area. Where are you going, Belinda Carlisle? Kurt's mad. Now I can pull up this reel, at least temporarily. Ariel, can you stay exactly where you are? Yeah, the problem with these reels is they get twisted so easily. The rope gets twisted too, but not nearly as easily. Annabelle, I'm gonna need to walk you back in here. Come on, girl. Come on, sweetie pie. Looks like she might have a little diarrhea. I gotta get that checked out. There we go. Back in with the rest of the herd.
Reunited and it feels so good.
Excuse me, little ones. I actually have a project I need for that fence. Whoa, easy, easy, easy. Don't get me tangled. If you just got me tangled, Bonnie McMurray, I will be very upset. You know, if I was serious about keeping my calves in place, I would actually probably use fencing like this. They wouldn't slip underneath this stuff, that's for dang sure. It's just so hard to move on a regular basis. I only move the chickens about once a week these days. Come on, Abby dog, it's time for your favorite part about chicken moving. Let's go. I usually have the dogs come out here so they can get their playing out of the system before I make her do work. Abby, sit. Good girl. You're learning your commands so well. But yeah, she really does hate this one chicken. And it's only the white chicken. Part of me wonders, is it because she got to taste what chicken tastes like with Blanche that she now has it in for Dottie? It's like the only theory I really have. I'm just not exactly sure what it is. I mean, she's a white dog, so why would she hate just a white chicken? She's generally okay with the brown chickens and the black chickens and the red chickens, the speckled chickens, like any of the chickens she's good with. Hey, get out of the chicken feed there, sweetie. But yeah, I'm not lying. You'll see, this is Abby's favorite part. Your favoriteest thing is coming. Just wait. That's right, Abby loves the ATV. It's your favorite thing in the world, isn't it? I think fortunately and unfortunately, she likes to chase it. You know, back to what I've said before about Abby's high prey drive. You know, relatively speaking, Maremas aren't supposed to have a prey drive or like to chase things. But Abby kind of loves chasing things, which for a livestock guardian dog, to be quite honest, is not a good trait. I mean, look at her. She just loves following me around in this thing. Oh, you can hear unhappy chickens in there. Now, one of you guys actually requested that the next time I move the chicken tractor here that you get to be inside. So you're gonna get your wish. Morning, girls. All right, let's get this puppy going. Abby does make for a very good supervising farm dog. Like, she follows me around really well. Toby's, I don't know, kind of more independent, very loving and very calm, but independent. Abby is like got a really strong need to be connected to the human, which is not a bad thing. It's just, again, back to traits of a good livestock guardian dog. I wonder if that's really suiting what we need in terms of a good poultry protector. Cows are like, what the heck is this? Ooh, the sky is really starting to open up here. Hang on, chickeny chickens. I gotta just get the ATV out of here first. So this is gonna be another great training opportunity for Abby. Chickens don't want to come out because it's so rainy. After squawking and making so much noise to get out, now that they see the weather, I don't think they're interested. Come on, girl, you can do it. By the way, that's our little helmet-wearing chicken. Or chicken I tried to make wear a helmet. I know, it's a little rainy, so your ladder's like a slip and slide today. You'll be able to handle it, though. Some viewers have commented on how they've noticed that Buck the rooster has been limping. And that is true, he is limping. I'm not exactly sure the cause. I've checked him out thoroughly, and it's definitely not bumblefoot, so that can be ruled out. But I don't know, he must have just injured his leg somehow. He's got like a little hitch in his step. All right, I bet you if I feed the chickens that they're gonna come out quicker. Abby knows what's in this bucket. She's like looking forward to it. I'm gonna have to work with her to keep her from eating it and trying to fight the chickens for it, because it's all sorts of garbage. So yesterday, we undertook our semi-annual freezer clean out where, you know, you get rid of all the old stuff, the freezer burn stuff, get the freezer open and ready for the summertime and the growing season. Allison's been putting all her seedlings in the garden, so like things are like popping and ready to go. But that means it's out with the old.
In with the new.
And that means the chickens get to feast. There's all sorts of tasty treats in that mix. Got some old frozen blueberries, old frozen green beans, old frozen edamame, some old hot dog buns, I think some old peppers. Yeah, they're gonna definitely feast for the next day or two. No feed needed for them today. So now one thing you'll notice is Abby Dog's behavior around the chickens is actually pretty good. She's actually much more interested in the leftovers than the chickens themselves. Abby, no, hey, I want you to stay, sit, stay. Yeah, whenever I tell her, she shies away from them and she gives them the space that they need to eat. You can see Mr. Toby Dog is also salivating at those leftovers. I should probably feed both dogs very soon. And so Abby, what I'd hope to see out of a good guard dog, definitely seeing that behavior out of you. You're being very good around these chickens. When it comes down to it with Abby, it's really just our one white chicken, Dottie, that I worry about. Release the Kraken! I know some people in the comments are gonna say I'm crazy and over anthropomorphizing my bird and my dog and saying that they clearly have a rivalry and that Abby doesn't like specifically Dottie and that Dottie is now terrified specifically of Abby. But based on the behavior I feel like I see, I mean, look, you can see Pingu the chicken, who's a black and white chicken in Ancona, wandering around, and Abby pays her absolutely no mind, which is exactly the type of behavior I'd like to see. She's much more interested in smelling the fresh chicken duck and poop. But meanwhile, she pokes her head in to look, and you can see that Dottie's now back on the roost, hiding because she doesn't want to come out. But fair enough, she could also probably not be wanting to come out because it's raining. All right, Abby, let's leave her alone. She's gonna do her own thing. We have some goslings to let out. Now, because it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit and raining, and we're gonna have like thunderstorms and heavy rain pretty much most of the day, I am not going to bring the goslings out to like eat grass. I will give them outdoor access here in their yard, but I want to have them have the ability to go inside and warm up if they need to. You can see they're really starting to feather out and get their like adult feathers are starting to come in full force. You know, the white ones are turning really white, the gray ones are turning really gray. And they're also old enough now where they won't do their suicidal thing. You know, when a gosling or a duckling or a chick is like a week old, it will do everything it possibly can to kill itself, I swear. But as they get older, now that these ones are, I don't know, like almost 4 weeks old, I think, they have now the ability to say, oh, I'm cold, I should go inside and get out of the rain. Ooh, I don't know if you guys can hear that thunder. Definitely not the day I want to be outside pounding in fence posts up on the top of the pasture, that's for sure. By the way, you guys, if you are a fan of the new Pablo Escobar t-shirt, today is the last day that we're going to be offering it. So if you don't put your order in soon, and I'm looking at you, Molly Murder Mittens, you're going to miss out on the Pablo Barncat t-shirt. I'm just blown away by all the love and encouragement you guys are showing, and it just means so much for me. And also, I just want to say something, because I feel like I got a couple emails on this front too. If you feel bad that you can't buy a shirt, don't. I never want anybody to feel like they need to buy stuff from us. I don't want to see people facing financial hardship to buy like a t-shirt. If you like the farm and you like cool t-shirts, it's a good deal and I highly recommend it. But please, please, please don't put yourself in a bad financial position to buy a t-shirt. So there you can see Dottie. She finally came out and she's out doing her thing. She's probably hungry. I think all the birds are hungry. I mean, Dottie's doing okay. She's fallen in with the flock of ducks that live in the duck house, as well as the other chickens that live in the duck house. I'm just very concerned when I see how much interest Abby takes in her specifically. That was a good job right there. Good girl. Yeah. You can even see it, right? She was looking at Dottie. She's still looking at Dottie. Abby, sit. Sit. Good girl. I want you to be in a sit right now. We gotta let Dottie just do her thing and let Abby be around here. But I do worry about what it means for the future of our farm. And I guess specifically, I really don't think I'm gonna ever have any leghorn chickens or white chickens. Definitely no leghorns on the farm again. I mean, for one thing, leghorns aren't necessarily suited for our climate. You know, they've got those large combs, which is really tough in the cold. They really run the risk of getting frostbitten. And so as I think about future birds, you know, sticking with dark colors because of Abby's predisposition, it just might end up being something I end up doing. I know it's probably not what a lot of people would recommend, but it just seems like the most logical solution to the problem I'm having of having this one white chicken that is absolutely despised by my guard dog. I mean, look at it. Abby's doing so good right now about all these birds. As soon as she catches a glimpse of Dottie, she is way too interested. Abby, stay seated.